I'm really sorry everyone. My MacBook it got hanged और ये खुद ही बंद हो गया ये. Can you hear me? Goal 10, it's reduce inequalities. Target 10.1 says reduce income inequalities, promote universal, special economic, social, and political inclusion, ensure equal opportunities and discrimination. Adopt fiscal and social facilities that promotes quality, improve regulation of global financial markets and institutions, enhance representation for developing countries in financial institutions, responsible and well-managed migration policies, special and differential treatment for developing countries, encourage development assistance and investment least developed countries, reduce transaction costs for migrant uh, uh, remittances. Here are the stats. Goal 11 says sustainable cities and communities. Target 11.1 safe and affordable housing. Target 11.2 affordable and sustainable transport system. 11.3 inclusive and sustainable urbanization. 11.4 protect the world's cultural and natural heritage. 11.5 reduce the adverse effects of natural disasters. 11.6 reduce the environmental impact of cities. 11.7 provide access to safe and inclusive green and public spaces. 11.A strong national and regional development. 11.B implement policies for inclusional resource efficiency. 11.C support least developed countries in sustainable and resilient building. This is what is a sustainable city? That is the city that we are dreaming about. 11.1 states safe and affordable housing. 11.2 affordable and sustainable transport system. 11.3 inclusive and sustainable urbanization. 11.4 protect world's cultural and natural heritage. 11.5 reduce the adverse effects of natural disasters. 11.6 reduce the environmental impact of cities. 11.7 provide access to safe and inclusive green and public spaces. 11.A strong national and regional development planning. 11.B implement policies. 11.C support least developing countries in sustainable and resilient building. The goal 11 states sustainable cities and communities, make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Here are the stats. The goal 12 is the responsible consumption, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Here are the global statistics on the goal number 12. The goal 13 states take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. 13.1 states strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity. 13.2 integrate climate change measures into national policy, strategies, and planning. 13.3 states improve education, awareness raising, and human industrial capacity on climate change, mitigation, adaptation, impact reduction, and early warning. Climate action. The facts and figures of the goal 13 are from 1818 to 2012. Average global temperature increased by 0.85 degrees centigrade. Oceans have warmed. The amount of snow and ice have diminished, and sea levels have risen. 60% of world's ecosystem are degraded or sustainably used. 10% of the tropical forests have been cleared in past 25 years. Here are the stats and the climate crisis continues largely unabated, woefully off track to stay at or below 1.5 degrees centigrade as called for in the Paris Agreement. 14 states life below water, conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. 14.1 states reduce marine pollution. 14.2 protect and restore ecosystems. 14.3 reduction ocean acidification. 14.4 sustainable fishing. 14.5 conserve coastal and marine areas. 14.6 and subsides contributing to overfishing. 14.7 increase the economy benefits from unsustainable use of marine resources. So here are the facts and the stats as well. So what are the dead zones? They are the rising at an alarming rate. They are like the dead zone. Basically, the dead zones, over half of the dead zones are areas of water that lack sufficient oxygen to support marine life. Dead zones are rising at an alarming rate of from 400 in 2008 to 700 in 2019. So join the global effort to hashtag Save Our Ocean. What is the goal 15? That is life on land. What is the goal? Sustainably manage forests, combat deforestation, halt and reverse land degradation, halt biodiversity loss. 15 goal 15 states 15.A mobilize financial resources for biodiversity, mobilize resources for forest management. For 15.C combat trafficking of protected species. 15.1 ensure conservative ecosystem and services. 15.2 promote sustainably management forests. 15.3 achieve land degradation neutrality. 15.4 ensure conservation of mountain ecosystem. 15.5 reduce degradation. 15.6 ensure fair sharing. 15.7 and trafficking of protected species. 15.8 reduce impact invasive alien species. 15.9 integrate ecosystem biodiversity values. 16, the goal 16 states peace, justice, and strong institutions, promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Here are some of the targets of the goal 16. The goal 17 states partnership for the goals, strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the globalized partnership for sustainable development. Goal 17, the partnership for the goals, Pakistan's national income per capita has doubled since 1990s, with the income poverty declining near 3 times since 2000. The share of foreign direct investment in the economy has fluctuated. In the past 30 years, in 2013, it was back at the 1990 level. If Pakistan is to meet the sustainable development goals, there is considerable scope to improve the role of partnership. We believe the SDGs agenda for development isn't an international agenda, it's our own agenda. It reflects our ambition and desire to give our people better quality of life. Therefore, we must take ownership of SDGs with complete devotion and passion, stated by SN Iqbal, Minister of Planning, Development and Reform. Recent advances. Does public awareness matter to achieve the UN's Sustainable Development Goal 6, clean water for everyone? Abstract shows that the United Nations set a sustainable development goal to provide clean water for everyone. The successful implementation of SDG 6 is still miles to go. Public awareness role as a key factor in achieving sustainable development goal is vital, but receive less attention for researchers in the past. To understand the role of public awareness and other relevant factors in achieving the goal 6, we have collected a cross-sectional data set from developing country and applied a partial least square structural equation modeling approach. The results reveal that the willingness to pay for clean water, social influence, and facilities provided by the government, public awareness and knowledge about contaminated water positively influence the household's intention to use clean water. We also found that public awareness partially mediates relationships. Study results have useful policy implications for governments, NGOs, and other stakeholder organizations working on achieving SDG 6 in developing countries. MCQ number 1. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Developmental acknowledged that all governments must promote actions in important areas listed below. A, people, planet, prosperity, peace, and collaboration. B, people, the world, wealth, flora, and planning. C, people, planet, wealth, plants, and collaboration. D, people, the environment, prosperity, peace, and foresight. E, people, planet, prosperity, and peace. It's A. Rene proposed a three-sphere framework which includes social, economical, and ecological vitality. It is the necessary condition for achieving A, social development, B, economical development, C, sustainable development, D, ecological development, E, environmental development. The answer is C, sustainable development. MCQ number 3, sustainable developmental goals are an urgent call for action by all countries developed and developing in a global partnership. What is the first goal of sustainable developmental goals? A, and poverty. B, zero hunger. C, good health and well-being. D, gender equality. C, justice. E, justice and peace. The answer is alpha.
B and 40. A.
Alpha, it's N poverty. MCQ number 4, there are 169 indicators and 3 or 4 targets of sustainable developmental goals. Which one of the following is not the principle of SDGs? A, maximum use of natural resources. B, respect and care for all forms of life. C, change in personal attitude and practice towards environment. D, improvement in the quality of life. E, justice for all. A, maximum use of natural resources is not a principle of SDGs. MCQ number 5 is with references to the United Nations Sustainable Developmental Goals meant to be achieved by 2030. Which of the following is SDG number 10? A, zero hunger. B, climate change. D, C, decent work and economic growth. D, reducing inequalities. E, partnership for goals. The answer would be D.
D.
G. Yeah, it's D, reduce inequalities. MCQ number 5 is with reference to the United Nations Sustainable Developmental Goals meant to be achieved by 2030. Which of the following oh sorry, this is repeated. MCQ number 6 is the life of marine animals is very much important and oxygen is necessary. The place where oxygen is not exchanged properly are known as A, fresh zone. B, dead zone. C, sunlight zone. D, twilight zone. E, cold zone. It's B, dead zone.
B, dead zone.
Yes, B. MCQ number 7, world is facing global warming which disturb human life very much. Which agreement is used for the reduction of global warming? A, Paris Agreement. B, Montreal Agreement, E, International Climate Change Plan, D, United Nation Plan of Action, E, WHO Plan of Action. It's
C.
no, it's A, Paris Agreement. MCQ number 8. In 2015, Sustainable Development Goals, also known as the Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations for successful achievement of SDGs. Which dimension is very much necessary? A, partnership, B, policy making, C, funding, D, implementation, E, political support.
Policy making.
No, it's A, partnership. MCQ number 9. Sustainable developmental is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Which of the following is are not objective of sustainable development? A, continue to implement the family planning program. B, maintain a dynamic balance of arable land and implement agricultural developmental strategy. C, maintain dynamic balance of water resources by reducing water consumption for every unit of gross development product growth and agricultural value added. D, to bring about a gradual and sometimes catastrophic transformation of the environment. E, promote sustainable management for forests. The answer would be D, to bring about a gradual and sometimes catastrophic transformation of the environment. That is not going to be included in the sustainable development. MCQ number 10. The UN General Assembly in 70th session held on 25th December 2015 with the aim of taking forward the success of MDGs, Millennium Developmental Goals, adopted the document titled Transforming Our World. The 2030 agenda for the Sustainable Developmental Goals consists of A, 15 goals, 170 indicators, B, 10 goals, 150 indicators, C, 14 goals, 140 indicators, D, 17 goals, 169 indicators, E, 17 goals, 170 indicators. The answer is D. SDGs consist of 17 goals and 169 indicators. Here's the key of the MCQs. There are references here. Thank you so much for everyone, and sorry for the inconvenience, and here's the YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe.